Hi, I'm Chef Steve. Welcome to the Care Kitchen, where we cook with kindness. This program is brought to you by ComForCare and At Your Side. ComForCare and At Your Side provides personal care for people throughout the United States and Canada. We're here with our program in the Care Kitchen every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, featuring recipes from the Care Kitchen cookbook, as well as just being creative, addressing issues around nutrition for older adults, and just talking about being creative and having some fun. Now, today's show is all about hydration. This is a really important topic as we age. Getting enough hydration in the day, and what is proper hydration? What qualifies to meet that requirement? So what is that requirement? First of all, it's always up for debate how much water we need a day, but it's generally accepted around 6 to 8 cups of water per day. And when I say that, I'm talking about an 8-ounce cup, not a giant glass of water. So if you think about that, 8 ounces, a couple of quarts today, each day of water, or some drink that qualifies in that category. So speaking of that, one of the reasons why hydration becomes so important as we age is a couple of reasons. One is that as we age, we can't retain the fluid as well as when we're younger. So we tend to have to always be replenishing. That's one. The other one is as people age, it's more difficult to drink large amounts. So we'll find that people are just sipping. Sipping is fine, and you have to do it slowly because the muscles change and we can't accommodate so much at one time in drinking. So there's no gulping of liquids and things like that when you get older. So that's another reason why. And also, the hydration supports all of the functions of the body: bone health, cognitive health, circulatory health, digestive health. Everything is impacted if we don't have proper hydration. So it's really important. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cover a few items that fit in the beverage category. Now, not all beverages necessarily meet that daily requirement of that 6 to 8 cups of water. So we have to think about that. One is, does it have caffeine in it? Does it have sugar in it? Does it have some other thing that someone may be allergic to? Is it milk and people are lactose intolerant? So we can address all of those issues. So I'm going to show you a few things today that qualify as great hydration and also great and favorite beverages that people enjoy every day. So let's start out with coffee. And coffee, everybody loves their cup of coffee in the morning. I know I do. And I always like to grind my beans fresh. And so what I've done here, I've got some water boiling over here in the kettle. And I have something called a French press that I'm going to use today to make the coffee. So the way this works is I put my ground coffee in here for the number of cups that I want to make. And I let it steep in there. And then when it's ready, after about 3-4 minutes, I plunge this down. All the coffee grounds go to the bottom, leaving the nice brewed coffee. And that's called a French press. So I've got water boiling. I've got some coffee that I ground up here. And I just wanted to show you, these are the coffee beans that I used. And these are a medium roast bean. I put these in the grinder and ground it up, and here we go with the ground coffee. So I've got a coffee measure here. So if I want to make 2 cups of coffee, I'm going to use 1 to 2 scoops of this ground coffee, depending on how strong the person likes it. Everybody has their preference. Now, also when it comes to the beans, there's many different roasts that are available, depending on what a person likes. All the beans are green when they start, and then they're roasted to the desired color, and that gives it the flavor. So the more roasted it is, the deeper the flavor it is, like espresso. But also, believe it or not, the caffeine is lower in espresso than it is in a lighter roast coffee. So this is about a medium roast, which I like for a daily coffee. And some people like a light roast, some people like medium, some people like a dark roast. That's a preference. So anyway, I'm going to put in here, I'm going to make my coffee. I like it strong, so I'm going to put 2 of these per cup that I'm going to put in. So let's get enough for 3 cups. Okay, so we got our coffee in there. We have our water boiling. When the water starts to boil, I'm going to pour it in here. We're going to let it sit about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll have our nice brewed coffee. We'll plunge it down. We'll have our nice brewed coffee. Okay, so that will be our coffee. Let's just set that aside for a minute. And one of the other favorite beverages, of course, is brewed tea. Tea is wonderful almost any time of the day, and tea is a great thing for conversation. So is coffee, for that matter. Sitting down, having a cup of coffee, a hot beverage of choice together, that's a wonderful opportunity to sit, have a conversation, what's happening. Great time for check-in around that kind of thing. Putting a snack with it, a little cookie or something of that nature, makes it even more festive and fun. So one of the things I like to do is experiment around with lots of tea. One of the teas that I found that I really like, this one's called Comfort and Joy, and it's perfect for this time of the year. It's a spice tea, so it has lots of spices in it. It comes in these tea bags, very nice little round tea bags. I'm just going to throw one of those in, and we're going to put our water in there and have a nice cup of brewed tea. So we're making coffee, tea, and I want to show you one other hot beverage that we're going to make, and that one is called golden milk. I discovered golden milk as a great nighttime before bedtime drink that incorporates a lot of really healthy spices, and especially turmeric. Turmeric has been shown to be very good for inflammation, for lowering blood sugar, lots and lots of reasons to have turmeric in your diet. So this is a perfect opportunity. So I've got turmeric, I've got nutmeg, I've got ginger, and I have some Splenda in here to sweeten it. I'm going to use almond milk. So in speaking about milk, there's of course all levels of milk fat, full fatted whole milk, down to skim milk, which has 0 fat. But it does have lactose. So if someone is lactose intolerant, they can't have that type of milk. Now, there also are milks that are made that are lactose free. I have one here. This is what we like around here. This is a great chocolate milk that's lactose free, and really a great drink. So that's just an idea for you. Okay, so I see we've got our water boiling here in the kettle. So let's get started here. First, we're going to put in approximately 3 cups of water in our French press. And we're going to put the top right on there and just let that sit. Okay. And then we have our tea bag. So let's put our water in and let that tea steep. Okay. So we're going to let our French press just sit like that and let that tea steep in there. This we're going to take care of in about 3-4 minutes. In the meantime, I'd like to show you the golden milk that I mentioned. Okay, so I've got a mug here. I've got some almond milk, and this goes in the microwave. So I'm just going to put my almond milk in the mug. Okay. All right. And we've got our spices and our sweetener right here. So we're just going to put that in. And we'll just mix it up a little bit and then get it in the microwave. This is a really, really nice drink, especially at night. It's very sort of cozy and a nice warm drink to have at night. It promotes sleep. And all of these spices in here really help with the inflammation, which is always a problem for people as they age. Most people experience some issue with inflammation as they age. Not always in the same area of the body, but nevertheless. So we're going to put this on here for about 2 minutes, and we'll let that go. While we're doing that, we've got our coffee working, we've got our tea brewing, and now I want to show you a couple of cold beverages. So I've got a couple glasses here. I've got a lemon and a lime. So one of the simplest things is simply lemon water. And honestly, I think it's really nice. You can put any fruit in. I really like lemon. So what I do when I make lemon water is I put the lemon in, and then I pour the water on top so it really brings out that nice lemon flavor, and you can let it sit. Sometimes what we'll do too is take a pitcher like this and just put the lemon in it and let it sit on the counter. If you like it cold, you can have ice cubes in it, but it's just really nice. And look how attractive that is, just with the lemon floating in there. And it just gives it a nice, very nice flavor. So that's one of our drinks. I'm going to make also now something with some sparkling water. I have some Pellegrino here, nice sparkling water, and I'm going to use that. And in this case, I'm going to put a little fruit juice in. So I've got some tart cherry juice here. This is really great and full of nutrition. I just use a little bit. It's very concentrated. Now it's fairly high in sugar, so we're just really putting a little bit in to flavor our drink and sort of make it like a spritzer. And so we're going to put our Pellegrino in. And we get that nice little spritz and that pretty color, that nice blush color. And then to this, we're going to put some lime. Just let some lime in there. I'm going to put a couple slices of lime just to float in there. And that is a very pleasant drink. A little bit of cherry juice, some sparkling water, and some fresh lime. This is just wonderful for hydration. And it tastes so good too. Just a hint of sweetness and flavor from that tart cherry juice. Okay, so we've got our 2 drinks. Our almond milk with the golden milk with the spices in it. It's all ready to go. Let's just stir that up a little bit. And it smells so wonderful. You got those spices in there. It smells wonderful. And let's just get a little sip. It's so delicious. Really just very soothing, especially at night, as I said. Okay, and now we're ready almost to plunge our plunger for the coffee. We have a nice cup of brewed tea here with a nice spiced tea. You can really enjoy that. There's just something so nice about sipping tea, especially in the winter, with your hands around the mug to keep yourself warm. These are all great things to do. And now let's plunge the plunger on our coffee. And we'll see what we got here. Got another mug right here. And let's pour our, that looks nice. It smells so good. And of course, preference, milk, sugar, cream, whatever someone likes, a sugar substitute like Splenda, whatever you like in it. I like my coffee just black as it is. And it has such a rich flavor when you make it in the French press. It's really a nice thing. And it just to make a small amount of coffee that you're going to enjoy at that point. Well, we've covered a lot with beverages today, and I just want to remind you this program is brought to you by ComForCare and At Your Side. And we're here every Thursday at 1 p.m. with our Care Kitchen program, where the main ingredient is kindness. And today we're talking about the importance of hydration for older adults. And this is really a very important topic. And please feel free to ask questions. Tell me how you handle that with someone in your care or yourself or your family. I'd love to know. Well, I'll see you again next time. We're here every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern in the Care Kitchen. I'm Chef Steve. You have a great day. Make sure you drink enough. Make sure you're getting proper hydration and come up with some great ideas to achieve that and have some fun while doing it. You have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.